Updated AirPods Pro 3. They feature, quote, the best noise cancellation of any in-ear wireless headphones, according to Kate Bergeron, thanks to a, quote, custom multi-port acoustic architecture, whatever that is. They had some cool animations of like things flowing in and out of the AirPods through like the ventricle ports and vents and things. And foam infused ear tips. So they have foam on the inside of them, I guess, for more sound absorption, like those fancy podcasting like foam panels that they have, but inside your ear.
Yeah, a lot of people use those foam ones. I mean, that's one of the biggest upgrades of AirPods anyway, isn't it? People buy foam ones, the kind of ones that you sort of
Like those
squish between your fingers before you stuff them in your ears.
comply ear tips.
Yeah, they've got foam on the inside, so you don't have to deal with the squishiness or gunkiness, but you still have like the same nice rubber on the inside. And they give you more of them in the box. They now have 5 different sets of ear tips. I think they have a new extra small size for people with smaller ears. I have the opposite problem. Apparently, my ears are pretty big, and I guess my right ear is larger than my left ear. So, like the old wired earbuds, they would constantly fall out of my ears because like the weight of the cord was too heavy, and also like the earbuds weren't filling the space, and especially the right one. Like it was impossible for me I'd have to stand still as a statue to keep those things in my ears. So, AirPods Pro are sadly what I need. As disgusting as my earwax is. But, no one's going to be sharing them, luckily. They claim twice the noise canceling power of the prior models, and also 4 times the noise canceling power of the original ones, and 4 times the power as the AirPods 4 with ANC. So a lot of strong noise reduction in these new ones.
That, I think, is going to be pretty huge, isn't it? If that's true, because they're already pretty good.
And I was wondering how much of that is due to the new ear tips and how much of it is due to some, software magic. They didn't necessarily break that out.
These have the same chip inside them as the old ones, still the H2 chip. So I imagine a lot of it is down to the physical design. They've just figured out how to engineer more sound canceling out of them. And that's great because my biggest use, I wear like generic Bluetooth earbuds all the time, but my biggest use case for noise cancellation is when I'm mowing my lawn. I've got like a big loud gas push mower, and I've got to turn on noise canceling and still turn the volume up pretty high. I bet I could probably, save my ears a lot more with these. So I'm looking forward to that. We have more battery life thanks to their mysterious new battery technology. 8 hours of battery life with active noise cancellation, which I think is up from 6 hours. And 10 hours of battery life when you're using them as hearing aids, which I think is up from 4. So much longer battery life when you're in transparency mode there. They're more dust and water resistant. They've got IP57 rating on them, which is pretty neat.
Good enough for gym workouts, right? For sure, easily.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah. Of course, the headlining feature, built-in heart rate monitoring, sort of like the Powerbeats Pro 2. My understanding is the Powerbeats Pro 2 aren't very accurate in terms of heart rate, so I'm kind of curious if this is maybe like better in some way. It does look like the monitors. It might have been just because they blew up the AirPod big on the screen, but it kind of looks like the heart rate sensor is bigger on this than it is on the Powerbeats Pro 2, and that might make it more accurate just by virtue.
I think the foam tips will contribute to that, to the accuracy, because it'll keep them more in space. Like I think some of the criticism I saw was that if they're bouncing around inside your ear canal, it can't keep the sort of connection with the skin, and they can't read the heart rate properly. So you get better reading when it's kept more firmly in your ear. And I was wondering whether, as soon as I heard about the foam tips, I was wondering, I wonder if that has something to do with trying to improve heart rate accuracy as well as sound isolation.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, like the heart rate monitoring is only useful really if you don't have an Apple Watch and you have or especially if you have like an Android phone or something like that, and it's the only way of getting your heart rate. If you're not like on gym equipment, I wonder how if I'll be able to directly compare that heart rate monitor to like my Apple Watch. I wonder if I can run both simultaneously and see.
Well, you could if you connect it to different devices for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true. I might do that. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
because I really am curious how accurate they are. Because the Apple Watch has got just like a much better read on your wrist. We'll see.
Well, they say Apple itself says if you're wearing an Apple Watch and these earbuds, it'll preference the watch, which isn't a good sign. That makes it sound like the watch is going to be more accurate. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We've got live translation. They've got a new gesture for this. You touch and hold. I said they didn't explain it, but they did show it in the video where they show somebody like touching both of the AirPods simultaneously to activate it.
It's my God, this is crazy stuff. This is like science fiction madness. I mean, could you ever believe a few years ago that you would get this? You could stick a babblefish in your ear and it would give you like translate on the fly what someone is saying to you in a foreign language.
Yeah, pretty insane. And it's really clever how it works in tandem with the active noise cancellation so that it tones down what the person is saying in a foreign language so that you hear the translation better. It's pretty insane. I'm really curious to test this out as well because I have a few friends who speak French and so I want to try it out with them.
Yeah. This is going to be super exciting. Of course, the one weird thing is that if the person you're talking to doesn't have AirPods Pro, they have no way to translate what you're saying. So it'll transcribe it and put it on your phone so you can show them.
Yeah. Hi. Here's what I just said. It's kind of wild. I mean, I could see this going horribly wrong, though. I mean, like, what if the translation isn't quite right? It's kind of weird, taking that person's voice and muting it down and just having this weird robot voice in your head telling you what they said. I mean, that looked great in the video. I'll be very curious to see how it works in real life.
Right.
It's insane. It only works with a small number of languages. I think French, German, Portuguese, and Spanish.
No, Spanish wasn't one of them. Spanish is coming.
It didn't.
Yeah, no. I was surprised by that too.
Huh.
But Spanish is not one of the initial ones.
I wanted to do like, Tagalog or, Japanese, some language that's like you don't have even a single clue what the person is saying. I mean,
or Vietnamese, that even if you know the language, it takes like years of learning how to enunciate and pronounce everything exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, that would, if they can get this to work in all these languages eventually, although even the Translate app is fairly limited still at this point. I can't remember exactly how many languages.
Google Translate, how many, they offer quite a lot of languages.
Yeah, they have a ton. They have a ton. It's much, much, much broader than Apple Translate currently.
Apple Translate, I think, is only like 20 or 30 languages. But
I thought it was even lower, like 14 or 20 or something. But yeah, it's, again, that looked great on the screen. I'll be very curious to see how it works. I mean, especially the thing like what you're saying, like if you both have AirPods Pro, you just like talking to each other through your earbuds somehow.
Robots,
robots talking to each other.
That's insane.
Super uncanny and weird. But if it works, I mean, hey, especially if you like don't have any idea what the language is, it could be fantastic. Although the interactions in the video were kind of corny too, like, oh, everybody's like, so it's so natural to just be talking to somebody on their phone. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Oh, here's my flower shop. These flowers are 50% off.
Right. How much are the geraniums? How much are the geraniums?
It says Google Translate offers 249 languages, while Apple Translate supports 19.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really, it's deficient.
Yeah. And I actually don't know if they specify, like it supports those languages, but does it support all of them between each other or just those to English and back? That's another question. Because the thing is, like, the more languages you add, you then it becomes more work to add each individual language because then you have to make sure it's language to all of the other languages. So
I think it. Well, no, actually, I don't know because I've only ever tried to go English to other languages. So
the buds are a little smaller. They're the AirPods Pro 2 were a little more like bigger and angular. These ones are a little more rounded, kind of closer in shape to the AirPods 4. So it's interesting how they're tweaking that still. The buds are a little smaller. The case is ever so slightly larger.
What the?
Yeah.
That's weird as can be.
A few like fractions of a millimeter in like each dimension. I've heard a lot of people like complain about the relatively large size of the case.
Is it solid state now? Because there was a lot of talk about they're going to lose the button and make it a solid state button. And if you wanted the pairing, you're going to have to tap on it. But I didn't see any mention of that. So
it probably is because that's how the AirPods 4 work.
The same button then? The same design rather on the Pro case?
I think so, but I haven't confirmed that. I'll take a look.
This one was an instant buy for me. I mean, no question about it. Partly because my other ones have really fallen to pieces. But Yeah, there's no question these things are great, and I was testing them out, trying to figure out whether they sound which sounded better, the Powerbeats Pro or the mild AirPods Pro 2, and it's definitely AirPods Pro 2.
And they say that the AirPods Pro 3, I guess we didn't mention, I didn't put it in the notes here, but they supposedly sound even better. They say it has like a wider sound stage, which is, how big the stereo sounds when you're listening to music. Broader range, more bass. So
Yeah, better bass, yeah.
and again, same $249 price. So heck of an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tempting one for me, and I am perfectly happy with my AirPods Pro 2. I don't want the batteries to go bad on them. I don't want to lose one down a drain. I don't want anything like that to happen. But it's a little hard to like get rid of them, because they're just fine. But I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, the new ones, I guess we should mention this. The new ones have the same H2 chip in them. So I can't imagine these having like the AirPods Pro 2 were like had such staying power. Apple kept adding more features to them over the years. I don't see the AirPods Pro 3 being like that long lasting or, continuous improvement after the product is out because it has the same chip in it. Like, for example, the live translation feature is also coming to the old AirPods Pro 2 as well.
Right.
That's not exclusive to these.
Yeah.
That was another thing that it's like, well, maybe I'll just wait. But, it's appealing that they're slightly smaller and the ear tips, it sounds like they might be more comfortable.
Honestly, I'd say if you have Pro 2 and they still work, don't bother upgrading
Yeah,
to the Pro 3. Wait for them to break first.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. Funny, AirPods Max, not one peep. No update to that.